What's going on, guys? Josh from soccerreviewsforyou.com bringing you a video today to dissect the very unique modification that Luka Modric has made to his Nike Mercurial Vapor 12 Elites, as you can see in these pictures of him wearing an unreleased colorway. How and why has he done this? Let's get right into that. If you guys do end up enjoying the video and perhaps want to see a series start up on the channel where I dissect small modifications that pros have made to their boots, be sure to support this video with a like. And if you're new here watching for the first time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button along with the little bell notification for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. This is a Nike Mercurial Vapor 12 Elite. Most of you are probably familiar with it. It features a Flyknit upper with a one-piece construction where you can see right around the opening where your foot goes in and out of the boot. It's entirely one piece. There's no physical tongue, there's no seams on either side of this top portion of the upper. But if you look at Luka Modric's boots, you can very clearly see that he has two fairly large slits cut on either side of this little tongue extension piece running through the middle of the Vapor 12. There are two reasons why I think he's done this. One has to do with comfort, the other has to do with just getting the boots on and off a little bit more easily. So basically all Modric is doing is he's taking a pair of scissors, taking his Vapor 12 Elites, and he's cutting a little slit on either side of the tongue, one here and one here. What this does is it creates a larger opening, which, like I mentioned earlier, would make the boots easier to put on and take off. It's a convenience thing, but I don't think that's the main reason why Modric is doing this. If you look at the pictures of the boots on Modric's feet, you can very clearly see that he seems to have a very high volume foot, possibly a higher arch at this top portion of the upper. And because this is a one-piece design, while it's elasticated Flyknit, it's only going to stretch so much. So if his arch was high enough, it's possible, and I think very likely, that the amount of pressure in this area of the upper would possibly be a little bit too much, causing some kind of discomfort. So in order to relieve that pressure, he cuts those two small slits. That relieves the pressure entirely. He still gets proper lockdown from the lacing system, and obviously he's able to wear the boots with more comfort than if he just left them 100% stock. Just to reinforce that theory, if we remember back to when the Vapor 12 Elite first launched, Modric, along with quite a few other big name players, did not make the switch immediately. He remained in the Vapor 11 that of course was being replaced. And if we look at the construction of the Vapor 11, obviously it's Taitian synthetic rather than being Flyknit, but it does feature a one-piece construction with one main difference. You have these little slits at the top portion of what is basically a mock tongue to relieve that little bit of pressure, where if you did have a higher volume foot or a high arch, it would allow for a little bit of extra room at that top portion of the upper, basically making for a more comfortable fit and a little bit more adjustability. To me, it looks like he's trying to mimic that exact same type of fit in the Vapor 12 Elite that he had in the Vapor 11. Now obviously this is a modification that's pretty simple to do. Get a pair of scissors, cut two little slots, and you're good to go. And if you have a pair of Vapor 12 Elites and are struggling from a similar issue where you feel like the boot is just a little bit too tight in this area of the foot, cutting those two slits is likely going to solve that problem for you 100%. But it is worth noting that if you modify the upper in any way, even just two little cuts, you have voided the manufacturer's warranty. So should something go wrong with your boots, like the sole plate separating from the upper, if you try to send these back for a warranty claim to Nike, they will not honor the warranty because you have actually altered the stock product. Something to keep in mind if you were planning on making this modification yourself. And that's pretty much it for this one. I've had so many of you guys message me about this particular situation, why and what Modric is doing to his boots. That's the explanation. Hopefully you found this helpful and informative. If you did, be sure to support it with a like. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, feel free to leave those down below in the comments, and I'll do my best to get an answer out to you as soon as I possibly can. Subscribe if you're not already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all my social media information linked down below in the description as well. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.